Gladiator 2.
Hmm.
All right, so I think guys, I have a confession to make. I've never seen the first Gladiator film. I know.
Wow.
Uh, I know.
Are you not entertained?
Apparently not. Apparently not at all. This man was not entertained.
So anyway, just a few things. This one has Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal's agent probably deserves like a fat bonus because this dude is busy.
Hey, yeah.
This guy is
Such as Brian,
busy.
everything.
I'm assuming it's Jai Courtney's agent. Remember that guy used to be in everything, but he just couldn't do the job. Now he's finally got someone who can do the job.
Yeah. So Pedro, there's a guy called Paul Mescal, and then there's Colleen Nielsen. I think Colleen Nielsen, we spoke about her before. She was in Basic, and she was Wonder Woman's mom, I believe, in Wonder Woman. Then we have Denzel Washington, and he has his American accent in this very Roman era.
You think he was gonna change it? Like he was
Gladiator.
Yeah, he was like 2 seconds from saying, "Oh, yeah, what's this? That's how you do it," or whatever. Whatever Denzel Washington says in his movies, or whatever the case is.
But also, like,
ain't got.
And Yala playing hip hop in this
That was
trailer.
weird. That was a weird choice. I'm
It's
sorry.
like,
That was
which
a weird
era are we
choice.
in?
Why was there hip hop in Gladiator 2? Like, and like again, it's weird because it's like Denzel's the only black dude in this.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Like, is it a one drop rule where if you have one black person in the movie, obligator is no orchestra, nothing. We have to go with the remix.
It needed someone beatboxing in the background. Yeah, drop the beat.
It just feels off, man. I haven't seen the first one, but it just doesn't
No,
feel like
I think like one of the things, like, ironically we're making fun of it, but I think the biggest pull here is between it's Denzel. It's not even Pedro Pascal, honestly.
It's Denzel and Ridley. Yeah.
It's Denzel and Ridley, like the guy who's the main guy. Russell Crowe theater was phenomenal. Like he was really good and he was really charismatic, and like he did this thing where he could act in small moments, and like he'll do something like where he's like looking at a bird before like the battle is supposed to go off, and you get this whole story just through his facial expressions and everything. Right. This guy is not doing that. In the trailer that I saw, he's not doing that.
I'm getting the same vibes I got when I saw the sequel to 300.
Oh, yeah.
It just feels like a different movie.
Yeah.
Oh, when they were led by the queen on the boat. Yo, I don't even remember anything about that movie at all.
And people think it's the better movie, and I don't think it is. I mean, I could say it's better written, but it's not the better movie at all. I think we all may hate Zack Snyder, but 300 was a better movie than 302, in my opinion. Just altogether.
Well, I haven't seen 302, so
I'm not gonna say don't watch it. It's okay, but I still think one is better. Just in terms of like an overall package.
What's that?
302. I think one is better.
Oh, for sure.
But anyway, getting back to this with Gladiator, because the thing is, it feels like they're repeating, and like I know there's a lot of similar stories in like Roman and Greek mythology. Well, Roman and Greek like history and all of this stuff. There's a lot of this dude was a slave. He rises, fights the rebellion, does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He beats this guy, then he becomes a tyrant. Then somebody comes in to take him out. But this, it feels like they're hitting the same beats of the first Gladiator already. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm watching anything new. I'm like, okay, so it again and put in the, like, they were portrayed and put in the Colosseum. I've seen this already, so.
100%.
I don't know if this will be good. Like Denzel
Okay.
is probably the biggest role, but I don't know if this will do good.
I don't really seem that much interested in this one. For one, it kind of feels like Troy for me, because it seems like Pedro Pascal might not necessarily be a villain. So it kind of gives me that whole Hector versus Troy situation where it's just two guys from different, you know, from different sides that have to fight each other to the death or whatever. Denzel being here, I don't really have an issue with it, but I just feel like he's just not being aware of the time that he's in. Yes, he's wearing the clothes, but it just doesn't feel like he's aware that he was a Moor at this point in time. And Moors didn't have that accent. Um, I think maybe Chiwetel Ejiofor maybe could have been better, or Idris Elba or whatever, maybe. Um, I don't think I would watch it at the theaters. I think it's something I would just wait for streaming to watch. Cast is not bad. I just don't know who Paul Mescal is, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In terms of my figure,
Hmm.
I wrote that. Just give me a sec.
While he looks for that, Rob, what do you think, bro?
Okay, cool.
200 million. Plus
200.
200 million.
Plus 200. Okay, cool. Back, what is your number?
Mine is mine is 250.
Ah, nice. Cool. Okay, basically what I got here for my information is, okay, first of all, Ridley Scott and Denzel Washington, that's an easy 100 million right there. Even with that, yeah. Anyway, but there's something bothering me about this actually. Don't ask me why, but I kind of hate the lighting and cinematography, and something about it pisses me off. I can't explain.
What?
I
What's
think
wrong with it?
I think
What's
it's
wrong with it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think it's either that's why I said don't ask me why. But I think
Maybe it's the color palette. I think there's
that's
some
enough.
shots
Yes,
where
yes.
there's some shots where these colors are just like, I don't know if that's working. Like I think that, like, for example, Denzel Washington's character, they put him in a lot of saturated yellow.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I think maybe that's clashing with this scene that you're setting. I get you wanting to stick out, but I don't know if that's the way to do it.
Yes,
But isn't this the same colors that Ridley Scott used for Gods and Monsters Exodus? Huh? Gods and Kings or whatever?
that's not a compliment. But
Is that
No.
wait? Are you saying that no, Scott didn't do? Oh, I was about to say. I thought you were talking about Gods of Egypt. I was like, oh my god.
I think it's about
No.
Noah.
No, I'm talking about Exodus.
Yeah, it's about Noah. Yeah, I think sorry, Exodus.
The
Yeah.
Christian Bale one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that color palette was not great either. So
Okay.
Yeah, but the point is, yeah, I think it's a color palette saturation issue. Also, the shots don't feel as organized as you're gonna see when you watch Conclave, just the vast difference. And especially if you watch the first Gladiator, you'd feel the epicness of the first Gladiator movie. It's just a shame you've never seen it. But I think there's something visually wrong here. Having said that, in terms of the writing itself, I actually kind of like what they're doing with Denzel. He's trying to destroy the world from the inside. I think it sounds pretty cool. And I think the reason they explain him sounding American is they're trying to pretend like, yeah, the Carthagins, I think he's a Carthagan, like, like Hannibal. I think he's playing Hannibal. I'm not sure. But he's supposed to be like, I think he's supposed to be like a Carthagan, so he's from a different nation, which is why he sounds different. I think that's what's happening there. But my thing is, I think this is a lot of movie to explain in like 2 hours. So I have a feeling this is going to be the Napoleon issue where it was too much movie, too much history to be explained in too little time. So this is either going to be a long, boring movie, or we're going to be missing a lot of context. So I'm worried about that in terms of the movie itself. Having said that, this thing looks epic. Still not as epic as the first one, but I think it's still going to make an easy 250 million, man. I think it's definitely going to make that money because there's energy
well,
around.
I think another thing though is the lead. He's not giving me that Russell Crowe. Not that I want Russell Crowe again, but I'm just saying there's times where, like in the trailer, Denzel is like, "Your rage is a gift," and I'm like, "Is he angry?"
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, yeah, I feel like this guy wasn't. he doesn't have the X factor that I would have wanted for this. Like,
Oh, he's lacking the range.
yeah, that's even worse than not having the X factor, dude. That's worse. But I agree with you, actually. I really do, because he doesn't. I'm not feeling it, dude. Do you know what would be cool if Digimon Hanzo was the main character here? He can pull off rage, hidden rage, caps lock Harry style.
Would have
It's
been amazing.
dog. You
Dog.
know,
Hollywood, use him properly.
yes,
Jesus.
this would have been a perfect role for him. But anyway, yeah, 250 million. I think this will do okay. I mean, it'll make its money back, but I don't think it'll be the comeback that we all want from Ridley Scott. I don't think that's ever happening again, because this man's style of filmmaking has become modern, if that makes sense. Like, this feels like a modern director made it, and I mean, good for you for keeping with the times.
That's the thing.
But dog, maybe you should have stuck with film, because this feels like anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, moving on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got all the numbers from all of us, right?
Yeah. Plus 200, plus 250, plus 250.
Cool. What's next?